What?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Fans in Motion podcast, the only podcast you didn't know you needed. I look at my friends and I say, she hears the words of people that live deep in her mind, and she wants to feel the passion that's locked up inside. The pictures now are falling. There's no trace at all. And the voices that were calling her no longer call. All of your life, you've been missing the answer. It should be easy to see. I see faces. Say hello, Josh.
Why stop there? You've already did like the first two verses.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to cut that one off. I was like, I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah. I was like, are we into 4 a.m. yet?
Josh is like, Jesus, dude, we got a time limit on this thing.
But I do like that song after I forget what interview or something it was recently, or maybe it was. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Where Kelly said that it was written about his sister. Some of the, she was going through some problems and stuff, and so yeah, kind of takes on a different perspective. Cool song. I think we brought it up a little bit on last week's episode, but
we did.
I am doing well because the Cincinnati Bengals
Who they
are in the AFC Championship. So I got to wear the hat again because it was good luck. And I mean, it's kind of hard to believe that within like just this history of this podcast, we've had 2 AFC championships.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Like, what have they won? Like 15 games this year total and something like that. And there were times where it might take 5 years to see 15 wins, and we get them in. So yep. Let's introduce who's the new person.
Say hello, Brent.
Hey,
Welcome back.
Hey, Wednesdays aren't working out for me very well. You know, you got kids, you got a lot of running to do. In fact, as soon as I get done with this, I got to run to a basketball game.
It's all good, buddy. We missed you.
Hence why I chose Wednesday.
Josh, we could hear that.
I was like, Brent, tell me what day of the week's bad for you. Wednesday. Oh shit, that's when we're.
That's the only day we could record.
Okay.
Yeah, it's tough.
And of course, say hello, Rockin' Robyn.
Hi.
My best Jeff Tate voice I could muster.
I can't roll my R's.
Look at the rat shirt there.
It's older than me.
Yeah, Andy and I saw that tour.
Did we? Yeah,
Yes,
we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
They for Billy Squire when we saw that.
You know what's
Nice.
the irony sometimes in life is I was actually having a conversation earlier today, and I mentioned Rat twice in the conversation, and I don't talk about Rat on a daily basis like I do with Night Ranger. And Robyn shows up with a Rat shirt on. I'm like, interesting. And I wasn't talking to Robyn about Rat. I was talking to someone else.
I had that shirt. That's the
And-
shirt I bought.
And her necklace matches her lipstick and the eyeshadow.
This is
That
for
a power to
enough's
the
enough.
peace sign.
I was going to
Yeah.
say that. Yeah.
Enough's
That's
enough. Come on.
Yeah.
That's I love it.
So
They wrote one of my favorite songs of all time. Mother's Eyes. Do you know that song, Robyn?
No, I listened to pretty much the entire first album, and then a few of the other songs, like on which one is it called? The Love Train off of Animals with Human Intelligence, Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
Oh, Love Train, OJ's, right?
I don't know a ton about Mother Love Bone. Jesus. Enough's enough. But when you get a chance, look up that song, Mother's Eyes. It's a really very well written, very powerful song. And I was like, man, that's a great song by a band that I didn't think really took anything serious. It's a wonderful song. All right.
What's
this
Chip's
podcast? This
lineup now
podcast is the Night Ranger one.
Do
Yeah.
you know who's Enough's Enough is a celebrity's favorite band? Do you know who? Or one of his favorite bands?
Adam Sandler.
Howard.
Hold on, don't tell me.
I already told you, Howard Stern.
Howard Stern.
I can see that.
Howard Stern, you know.
I would say it's Brent's favorite band, but I know it's not.
I once I saw the name Vicky Fox on a record, I couldn't listen to him.
Yeah.
I couldn't
I
take
think
him
Brent
serious.
puts him right up there
Vicky
with
Fox,
Winger.
but Vinnie Vincent
Rick-
is okay.
Hey,
Rick
Vinnie
Fox is
Vincent.
okay.
Vinnie Vincent was never okay.
Ricky Rocket's okay.
So
And Ricky
Bobby
Rockets is much better than Vicky Fox.
what do
I
we?
bet I could find some.
What do we-
Which one is this?
What?
This is Bad Rockstar Names episode.
Who are we? I see some Breakfast Club behind you. That's kind of new, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that and my Clerks.
Mhm.
Yeah, see the Clerks.
I love
Our
that
graduation day picture, Brent.
Oh yeah, I don't see that.
That's us from
Oh, I see it.
1987. Me and Brentry.
You need to blow that up.
movie.
Yeah.
One thing this podcast has been turning into is like an in memoriam segment. Seems like
Yeah,
every
Jesus,
week.
who do we got this week?
Was it David Crosby?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Crosby,
yeah.
Stills,
Little
and
bit.
Nash.
A little bit before, our time, but can't go wrong with a little bit of Crosby, Stills, Nash, and sometimes Young.
A lot of talent. I was never a big fan, but a lot of talent. I will always give him respect for that. But he kind of shat on Eddie Van Halen, so I kind of took that personal.
I don't know. He just said it was just something wasn't for him, and there's a lot of he comes from a different generation, and I tell you what, there's a lot of people who agree with him, who are younger, like our kids. Like I talk to my nephews and like my stepdaughters who are in their teens, early 20s, their boyfriends, and you say Van Halen, they don't know what you're talking about. They may
That's
know.
why you close the fist and you punch him square in the chest and say, "Come back to me when you've manned up."
I mean, people know Jump and stuff like that once they hear them, but I think we get, we're just used to like our generation and maybe the generation, around us. Everybody knows.
That's when you go, I know there are no Imagine Dragons or Arctic Monkeys. I know Eddie's not quite that good, for the love of God.
Wow.
But I did get there's a David Crosby documentary that came out maybe 2 or 3 years ago. It's really well done. I mean, you don't have to be a David Crosby fan to enjoy it. Basically talks about, he has definitely had an interesting life. He's one of those guys who, not only, was he, talented and, obviously famous and a rock star, but he had that image, kind of like you can show someone Kiss and they know it's Kiss or whatever. That big walrus mustache he had.
Yeah.
He was kind of like, even his image was big. Now, when I was a kid, he was like the washed up hippie from the 60s who I saw on Entertainment Tonight when my mom was watching, because he was like getting arrested and shit like that. But
he was the same way when we were kids too.
well, I'm talking like mid 80s, or whatever.
Yeah.
But
when you'd see him on TV and you go, "Oh man, that's Wilford Brimley." Oh wait, no, it's David Crosby. Shit, I don't know.
Oh no, it's Chumley from Tennessee Tuxedo.
Tennessee.
But the documentary is very good. It basically his whole career, and he's burned a lot of bridges. I mean, he talks about it. Like, I don't think him and Neil Young, after all the stuff they've done together, like they were even on, talking, basis anymore. And he'll sit there and say it's probably my fault. And, he talks about getting old, he's in his late 70s at that time, and knowing that he's going to be passing away probably here soon. And, talking about, that. And, but I did, once he passed, I went to like my Alexa, laying in bed at night, and I was like, play the latest album by David Crosby, and it was a live record. And my God, his harmonies were just, I mean, I was listening, I'm like, a little mad at myself, like, okay, I should have probably discovered this way earlier. So it's a live album from 2019, and I was blown away. Like, by his, by his singing and by that record. It's just a real laid back record. So search it out if you want to. Here's some good David Crosby solo stuff, and obviously Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young. Good stuff. And he was in the Byrds. I mean,
Yeah.
That band was a big influential band to, all the guys that we, look up to and admire. So, pretty good career there. So, yeah. Who do we got? We need to start getting a death pool so we make some money off this shit. So, what do we got this week there, Andrew?
Well, today we're just talking about some news, any Night Ranger news and Minutia and anything to update people, and that's about it. It's going to be probably a short episode. I don't know if anything is happening. I saw some tour dates were being announced. I noticed when you made the post, Josh, I noticed the lack of Ohio dates. So hopefully that gets remedied real quick. Because
well, it's like after last year, it's like all right, you guys are driving me a little nuts. So why don't you stay away for a little bit? And so they took heed and scheduled some dates elsewhere. So really not much in the Night Ranger world. I mean, we do have Joel Hoekstra and Brandon Gibbs doing some Midwest shows. You going to the Cincinnati show there, Brent Tree?
I haven't seen when's the date on that?
So that
I don't even
date is so they got like a 3-day stretch there coming up in early March. March 3rd, they're at the Firehouse Barbecue and Blues in Richmond, Indiana. And March 4th, MVP Sports Bar in Cincinnati. And then March 5th, the Top Fuel Saloon, Braidwood, Illinois. And then they're going to be in the UK and Ireland from April 11th to like the 23rd, 24th, something like that. So there you go. I know some people have commented on the page that they're going, who are in the UK are going to go see Jules. So there you go. You got that. With Night Ranger, nothing new on the, DVD of the Contemporary Youth Orchestra. Nothing new there. Really, the only thing that we have is some new tour dates. Definitely the Ryman coming up, which isn't new. We talked about it last month, but definitely looking forward to seeing them.
Finally, a show that's 20 minutes from my house instead of 5 hours.
So let me.
And I almost didn't make the show. My better half had booked a vacation for that weekend. Plans got changed. Still going to Night Ranger.
That's how it always is.
And when I post something about these dates, one, remember I don't schedule them, so I don't know why you're telling me what about Colorado or whatever. And there's still more shows to be announced. So like, if someone, let's say, for example, says, what about Washington? If I wanted to and had the time, I would say, hey, just, hold your horses there, Turbo. There are more dates to be announced, but I don't think the website has San Juan, Puerto Rico on there, which is like February 11th. That is them opening for REO Speedwagon. If you go to the Night Ranger link tree, though, I do have the link up. I know like the picture shows Night Ranger. I don't know if it mentions them anywhere else, but I did confirm that show is, still going. So if you are in Puerto Rico, there you go. A new show that was announced was March 11th, Pensacola, Florida. There you go. March 10th, the day before, they're then, I don't know what this is, OCOEE, whatever. I think it's a little bit outside of Orlando. So a couple Florida dates there. And they did announce, well, it's not announced, or excuse me, it was just announced. It's on Ticketmaster. Someone posted it. I haven't added it yet, but Chandler, Arizona. So Kelly Kagi will be saying something just like you, Andy, like, hey, finally a show that's, not too far from me. I probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah,
so,
he lives in New Mexico, right?
Yeah. Larchwood, Iowa, finally a show that
has it right in the desert though.
Yeah. So that edit. But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So there's a new show announced in Chandler, Arizona. That is, I think, on Ticketmaster. So the date of that, anybody know the date of that? Someone just posted it. April 14th.
Pete Rose's birthday.
The Wild Horse Pass Hotel and Casino. So there you go. Is there any other new ones? Maybe Tyson's Virginia, but I think we talked about that last week. That's the day before, July 7th, the day before the Gettysburg, Pennsylvania show. So really not even a lot of new dates announced. There are dates out there in the second part of the year that obviously have not been announced yet, but and sometimes, let's say, you may get a venue that says, hey, March 10th and 11th, where they're in Florida. Hey, will you guys play March 9th? And bam, they'll, even though it's not on the calendar to be released, it obviously will get added, real quick. So, and I would think they would probably try to add some dates in between those, the Bret Michaels and Jefferson Starship shows. So you may see some random dates in the middle of the week here in the summer. But other than that, man, I don't know if we got any more Night Ranger news. I'm running through my head. I know Kelly and Brad still working on those solo records, but
was there people were trying to buy those tumblers and some people couldn't get them, but was there like a final kind of answer on what's going on with this?
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't think of anything else.
I'm not getting into that. I don't know anything about the tumblers or the web store, so I don't know. I mean, if you got some big, what are they, broke or something?
No, they were just trying to order them, and then it was saying that they were out of stock, like they weren't selling them anymore. So people were wondering if they were gonna resell them or whatever. It was like one or two posts, like in the last week or two.
We're gonna have to EQ Robin's mic. I think I just spotted a little bit. So you got really loud there for a second. I love it.
She wanted to make her point.
There's someone driving in their car, like adjusting their radio real quick. I don't know. I just don't know.
Then now any news.
So if I see the tumblers on sale again, I will definitely put something on the page. And you, if you're the Tumblr person, you need to get on there and buy them while you can. I don't know if they'll redo them or not. I know they had issues with them, like being cracked or they break easily. They're probably not the easiest to ship. So I don't know, but
I guess these are the things that girls notice.
But yeah, I don't. You guys think of anything that we're missing?
It's been pretty quiet since before Christmas.
It was. Yeah, I mean, and usually January they're always doing dates. I mean, I think we saw them in Lima, maybe in January
last year.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
they just got
That was one of my favorite Night Ranger concerts too.
that was a cold, cold day up there.
Yes, it was. And that was a long weekend. That was what Bristol was the night before. So
Yeah, that's right. You traveled in the snow, didn't you?
yeah,
Yeah.
from Virginia to Ohio. Well, Virginia through Kentucky. I think it lightened up, but yeah. Well, I
Just
think
like now, right? You guys got that blizzard, right? Didn't you?
oh, we had a snow day today, but there was no snow by
Yeah, I didn't get anything.
yeah. So
I mean, I'm working from home. They told us to take our computers home yesterday, and because of all the snow we're going to get this week, and I told my wife, I said, you watch, nothing will happen. I got up at
I
7
want to be a
o'clock.
weather person, man. I want to be a meteorologist.
Well, we got like 6 inches of snow down here Sunday, and we were only supposed to get a half inch to 1. You know.
yeah, you know, but to the point, Night Ranger is usually busy during January, and this year they're not. So, but if you let's see here, so the Ryman, Andy, you'll be at.
Yes, sir.
I will be in Salina, Kansas, and I don't know where the fuck else, Oklahoma or something like that, at the end of February. Then there might be a little lull there. There's not a lot of really dates after that. I know, like I said, a couple in April and a couple in May, and then really June's where it's kicking off with some random shows. There is one
Yep.
big show at the end of June that's yet to be announced.
I bet though those tour dates start picking up real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
guarantee
I just don't know if they're holding off on some, because the summer's going to be so busy. I don't know. I mean, it's, so there's dates out there yet to still be announced. There is a big Midwest show to be announced. I would say it'd probably be announced anytime here soon. But yeah, so hey, if we miss something, send me a message. I'll get you on the podcast next week. So what do we got for Night Ranger? You guys got anything new? Robyn?
I don't think anything brand new, no. I mean, here and there, if I am in the CD store or whatever, I'll get if it's like $5 and less, I'll just get all my favorite bands.
Any new Night Ranger stuff, Andrew?
No. I'm looking
All right.
around because
I mean, I thought about showing my Dawn Patrol though, the one with the.
I got stuff piled up. I mean,
Oh,
there could be something new here.
Get it next week or when the next one. Brent Tree, what do you got?
Mine's on pre-order.
All right. I picked this up the other day. Wasn't that expensive, $5. I mean, I won't pay more for stuff like this, but it was just a show that I wish I could have traveled back in time to. The Cow Palace in San Francisco, New Year's Eve, December 31st, which is New Year's Eve for those that don't know. 1985. Where were you guys at? You guys were, let me guess, you guys were either out with some broads or you guys were probably drinking some Strohs with like 5 other swinging dicks.
Andy and I were spending the night at each other's house playing ColecoVision.
I was definitely hanging out with broads.
I'd say if I had to, before Brent said that, I said we were probably at Brent's house eating pizza and drinking Sun Punch Kool-Aid,
trying to see,
having a massive baseball marathon. Well, Brent just beats my ass in baseball, and I was trying to.
No, watching titties on HBO between the squiggly lines.
No, I would sit there and tell Andy, have these monster controllers with 5 buttons or 4 buttons for your fingers. And I would show Andy, I'm going to hit this button and hit it here, and it's going to come inside, and I'm still going to strike you out.
Yeah, I'd whiff it.
And he,
we might have been watching. I mean, depending if it was a I'm sure we were probably watching MTV's Rockin' Eve or whatever they had at the time.
So here we go. How would you like to go back and see
Oh, you got the
Night
ticket.
Ranger and
With
Eddie,
Eddie
Money
Money.
in
Was
San?
Eddie the opener?
No, I would assume not, because they got Night Ranger on top, the bigger print.
That's what I'm
So-
saying. So Eddie was the opener?
Yeah. So how the times had changed, because one of the first shows Night Ranger did was opening for Eddie Money. But it was an 8 o'clock show, $20, which that's a nice little price in 1985. That's probably
For their
full-
prime.
that's
Yeah.
probably around a $40 ticket now. But no cameras, bottles, or alcohol. Fucking party poopers. But anyways, Tuesday, December 31st. Night Ranger, Eddie Money. How cool
I
would
was
that have
thinking
been?
about Eddie Money today. Miss him. Wish he was still
Yeah.
around.
And
He
I
was
know
good.
maybe the year before that, Night Ranger played in San Francisco, and it was Y&T. And
That would have been the show to see.
Y&T and Night Ranger. So
Well, when
that-
did they do Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve?
Well, they recorded that like in November '84.
Okay.
You know, that was recorded like a month in advance.
All right.
This I got for a decent price. I know I've showed it on different episode before. I think we did the maybe singles or something, Big Life. But not easy to come by. These were only available overseas. So this is the secret of my success. 45.
Man, wish they'd play that live once in a while. You never hear it.
Hopefully it never gets taken out of the set list. But it's kind of cool. It has the Night Ranger and Michael J. Fox on there. Does have a photo that I don't think is really used in a lot of other places on the back. The lighting makes Jeff look like he has really pink hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could replace Robyn with all the colors on our podcast. So there you are.
Kelly's outfits are to be rivaled though. He wears a lot of like rainbow colored stuff in the 80s.
Pajamas.
Fitz
I
looking
think of
pretty
that
solid.
striped one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
Hey,
secret
speaking
of
of tickets, Josh, I don't know if you knew it. When you at the Ryman, when you bought your ticket, I mean, I don't mean you specifically. I mean anybody who bought a ticket. If you bought it through the Ryman, they offer a souvenir ticket for like an extra $15, and they print it up because everything's like a mobile ticket now. But for $15, they print up a souvenir. It says the Ryman, and then has the date and all that in the band. So I ordered one, and it comes after the show. They have to print them, but when I get it, I'll show that to you.
You know, that's the thing. You don't get tickets anymore, but you can buy a printed ticket after you've paid a $20 service fee.
Yeah, well, and
know.
that's not even that's only at the Ryman. I mean, everywhere else you can, but so yeah. I did see that some senator or Congress is getting together to go after Ticketmaster. So
Yeah, they were having some hearings.
hopefully they'll shut down that
Again.
shit show called Ticketmaster.
And I don't remember who the artist was, but I think the artist was there talking. He's like, basically kind of talking about how, it's a monopoly where you have Live Nation, but Live Nation also owns the venues.
Yep.
So when
Yep.
they negotiate, they're basically negotiating with themselves. And if they want to say, hey, there's a $2,000 facility fee, well, what are you going to do? There's nothing you can't do. Either you play or you don't. But speaking of tickets, I might have shown this on a previous episode. I did this one time. I may do it again. StubForge was, I think, the website, but you can go on there, pick like a ticket design, and make your own ticket. I think it's $5. And I did it one time just to see how it would look. So there's, the one when I went and saw Journey and Toto. Nothing.
So did they just do you send them the info or just the date, the
No.
venue, and they put it all together, or
No,
can they pull it out of their files?
So you'll go to the website, and they'll have different templates. So and so I just chose like the regular Ticketmaster one, and I think it has evening with was probably already there, and I just added Journey and Toto, and I think you can change the sizes of
Okay.
So I made Toto smaller, like the opening band, and you can
And it
put your
doesn't say Ticketmaster, right? It says
no,
stub. Yeah.
and you can
I'm sure because
put
Ticketmaster would get a fee for that.
I
And
don't
so
think I put a price or anything in there, but
That's really cool though, because I've always hated the mobile tickets where it's like a huge sheet of paper and
but
I'll
I
pay
yeah.
or wait in the mail for it.
Well, I think shipping's like $5 just total. So if you're going to do it, you could order like these 2 tickets, $5 a ticket, $15 with the $5 shipping. But if I would have ordered 10 tickets and that's say $50, my total would have been 55 because it was just $5 to ship.
it's just
so
flat 5.
I mean, it may increase a little bit. I don't know, but
Yeah.
but there is that. Look at this. This is a DW Drums advertisement. Tommy Lee, Tommy Aldridge, Bobby Blotzer, Carmen Appice of King Cobra.
Oh, I was gonna go Blue Murder.
I was gonna say, come on, Andy, get with the fucking program. AJ Pero and this guy right there.
Yeah, captured.
Bobby Blotzer.
Kelly Kagi of Night Rangers. So yeah, captured by Drum Workshop. And it kind of has like all their wanted posters.
I think I have an ad somewhere of Brent, remember when Kelly did the Pearl endorsements and had the rack mounts?
It had the Silent Night heads.
Yeah.
The silver kit.
I think I have it somewhere. Talk amongst yourselves.
There's one where it's just him, maybe 7 Wishes era with Pearl, and it's a full page ad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I posted that back when the page first started.
Well, I've shown you that before, I think, haven't I, Josh? You guys seen that?
Yeah.
From like Circus Magazine.
Andy Parker, you'd be looking for this.
That's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, back when they would,
Yeah, so it's the 7 Wishes thing there. There you go.
That's Circus Magazine.
Yeah.
Back
in the day.
I got something. We'll have a what are they?
How about that? Cool pictures of Jack with the bandanas around his legs.
There's my jacket.
You think of that, Joshy?
See, I had all that hanging on my wall.
What were you saying there, Robyn?
Sorry, I was muted. I was saying I don't really usually like the color blue, but I like that jacket.
Oh yeah. There's just ticket stubs.
Ticket
Night Ranger, Riverbend, Bogarts, Hera Arena.
That Bogart date's coming up, isn't it? Or is it already passed?
Might have been today. Tomorrow? Today?
January 25th.
That's right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can smell the ho-hos.
Yeah. That's it right there. How well you can see it.
Yeah. I can smell the ho-hos.
Go for some ho-hos right now.
Let's have an opening or whatever they call it when they do the YouTube videos. So I got this. Actually, I've had it for a couple months. Just keep forgetting to do this. So all they had was a picture of the front. And I could tell that one with the white here.
Right. That's different.
Something different. And the cover just looked a little bit different. I couldn't see the back. And when I got it, it was sealed. and it's totally different on the back. It's almost like exactly the album cover, and it's not. And nowhere, I mean, does it have, it's not. It doesn't have an Obi strip. It just says 1982 Geffen Records. So we know that Geffen got ownership and remastered them in Japan, but this doesn't have anything. It almost looks like a U.S. pressing for Dawn Patrol.
And you're gonna unbox it here? Open it?
I want to open it right now.
Well, the CD should have something on it.
Well, look here, like that's totally different.
Yeah.
So pleasant little surprise. So here we go. What do we got? What do we got? For you all listening in your car, you get the sound effects of me opening it.
I don't even hear anything.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything either.
All right. Well, I got a cracked case.
Hey.
All right.
Get on the page and
Always
complain about it.
Here is the disc.
Okay. Does it say anything about USA, Germany, anything at the bottom?
Does say Japan.
Japan.
It basically just says unauthorized, blah, 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 blah. USM Japan, a Universal Music Company, marketed and distributed by Universal Music, made in Japan stereo. So the disc says Japan. I guess maybe it is Japanese once you get in here. So there's that. Other than that, it's just the lyrics. And then,
yeah.
But I would venture to say that this is remastered. Probably sounds better than those, great price American copies that are out there. Anyways, just something out there that I don't think I've seen it since. So, and it's weird that being a Japanese CD, not having all the Obi strips and
right,
the Japanese writing on the back. I mean, if you were in the store in Japan, none of this, nowhere on the outside does it say, Japan. I don't know, maybe if they, printed extra and rebox it and sell it here. I don't know. If you know anything about it, let us know.
Was there anything inside the tray, or is it just blank?
Just blank.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. There's no Obi.
Yep. So Brent, what do we got for Fans in Motion news?
Well, I went through the page because I found an hour before the show started that I was going to be able to make it tonight. So that's fantastic. So I was running through Fans in Motion, and I saw this very endearing post from Rita Garcia. Rita celebrating her 1-year faniversary today. And she was talking about how her favorite podcast was, what was it? Like, oh, I don't know. And somebody said, why is that your favorite? She used because they mentioned my name on it. Well, now you got a new one. January 25th. So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought it deserved a shout out. Thought Josh deserved a shout out, trying to get the Fans in Motion total up on YouTube.
Yeah, I thought the 420 that we were stuck
conspicuous
on.
number, I noticed.
Yeah, light it up, a little reference maybe from Night Ranger, and turn the music up loud. What are they lighting up? I don't know. Candles? Who knows?
Yeah.
But
Trousers.
anyways, yeah.
Yeah. As they all say, all the YouTubers say, smash that like button.
Yeah.
That's
So
what they all say.
and it worked wonders because now we have 427.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, 7 people.
Yeah.
And we got Mary W.S. She had posted this vintage picture from Brad's post a couple years ago with Huey Lewis.
Lewis.
And That's fantastic. I love seeing old stuff like that. And I think Tom Chapin even posted a picture of Fitz in the background of one of them.
Fitz is over their shoulder.
Yeah.
Look over the shoulder, you see it.
Oh, it's in the same picture? Okay.
Yeah.
I figured I'd do it this way instead of putting it on the screen and doing that to the camera. Figured you guys would enjoy this more. And Andy, this isn't from our show, but 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Brad Gillis on stage on Kiss's stage.
Tearing
I
it
love
up,
this
man.
shirt.
God,
Yeah.
I can't believe that was
He
40
was-
years ago.
He was shopping at Chess King or merry-go-round.
Chess King. Robyn, do you know what Chess King is?
I heard all of it. How apparently Kelly Keegi shops there, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I the shirt that he's
We all
wearing.
did, Robyn, not just Kelly.
Yeah, the shirt he's wearing, and when you close your eyes, the suede one. I had that exact same shirt.
Yeah.
You know, I got it on clearance for like 20
Chess King.
bucks. It was great.
I got
Chess
a
King.
pair of swimming trunks just because it looked like Phil Collin and Def Leppard's.
Nice.
Yeah, I had my black leather vest and my black leather pants. Man, we were on it. Andy got his Michael Jackson jacket from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thriller.
Wish I still had that thing now. I'd wear it on the podcast.
I had a black satin
I'll wear
silver
my
one.
red jacket next time.
You have one?
Not like an official Thriller one, but I
Oh.
have like a red leather jacket that I call my Thriller jacket.
Oh, I had a Thriller jacket.
Didn't
I
you have a
usually
Beat
use it
one
for
too?
Joan Jett cosplay. Huh?
No, I did not have a Beat It jacket. I had the Thriller.
Okay. You got the next guy, Lynn Martelli. This is Andy's buddy.
Yes.
Did the cover "Don't Tell Me You Love Me." And Andy, what did he play? Guitar and drums and vocals, or did he do all the stuff?
No, it's someone else playing the guitar, and there's an app out there that you can remove the instruments from called I think it's called Moises.
Yeah, I have the app.
it. So he just pulled the drums and the guitar out, and he played the drums over it. And of course, Jack's bass and keys were there, and Jack's vocals were there. That's the first time I'd seen him do it that way. I follow
Mhm.
this guy on another Facebook group. It's a drumming page, and yeah, this guy's great. His covers are great, and I'm always like, Len, man, your stuff's great. And then he posted that. I was like, dude, I got to share that to my group. I said, or you could share it, but you have to join. So I think two people joined from that excursion.
That's pretty cool. And
Yeah, it's a
last
great
but
video.
okay, I'm sorry. I got to get going here in a couple minutes. Last but not least, this one was I figured, I'd probably seen this from Josh's collection, but Tracy Lack posted this colored vinyl of Rubicon. Josh, you do have this, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the eyes of Mary.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. I thought you had shown it before.
Oh, I might have just a copy laying around somewhere. I got some
And
shit.
that,
That's like
that's-
the only that's the only single that's on a 12-inch. That's the only colored vinyl. So and they're don't pay no more, and I mean if you spend $20 on it, you're overspending.
yeah.
You can find them out there. But yeah, so that's there's some cool Japanese 45s of Rubicon with some picture sleeves. And so there's a couple of those, and then there's that. But other than that, there's not a lot of Rubicon stuff out there besides the records and some 45s without picture sleeves in the US. So but yeah, the page is doing well. A lot of people posting. Yeah, I think it's going to be a fun summer with everybody going to shows, and it's cool that people were like, "Hey, I'm going to be at the Saskatchewan show. Is anybody going to be here? Let's do a photo." And so it's hey, we're bad. We're nationwide, motherfuckers. So
Always on tour.
yeah, always on
There you
tour.
go.
Need your Fans in Motion shirt? Reach out to us. We will get you one. $25. That includes shipping to you, and me sending you a couple Polaroids of nudes. So watch Brent. Hey, can I buy like 3 of them?
I was gonna say
So-
I didn't get them. Where's
Be thankful, Robin.
yeah. So there you go. Give me a second here. I want
Let's show some Polaroids.
Give me a second. Brent, say something.
I'm saying something. Can you not hear anything or what?
We hear you.
Say something of importance.
I'm going to say that Ugly Kid Joe is going on tour, and I'm getting my tickets for Indianapolis, and I can't freaking wait.
There you go.
Ugly Kid Joe.
That's
Hey, I
gonna
got something here
rock.
real quick. I could kill some time. Hey, Rob, remember when I was telling you how I had pictures of George Lynch? So that's Don. Brent, you remember this?
Yeah, at Annie's.
Down at Annie's. Little Wild Mick Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Check this one out.
Mm-hmm.
There's your guy with short hair.
Yeah.
See him right here.
Don and George are both my guys. I wish
Look at
they
that.
didn't fight.
This guy
I
right
mean, they do decent, I guess. They played together last year.
Did you see that Lynch Mob's going to be in Cincinnati?
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
not too far from Braintree, but
Tempting.
No, Andy, remember when we were there meeting them and we got a little bit more special treatment?
Well, I don't
I had
remember
the
that.
same experience.
No,
Well, with Sean McNabb, is he actually still playing bass with them, Lynch?
that was with Lynch Mob. I'm talking about Dawkins. Because Dawkins had just gotten back together, and I had that CD from Japan, and it wasn't called Dysfunctional. It was just they had a yin and a yang and some other thing inside of it. And I had that CD forever from import. So they got off the bus, they were signing crap, and Don and George both saw my CD, and they were like, come over here. And, and they were talking to us a little bit more because I had that CD. I just remember.
Yeah, I remember that. Sure. Wasn't that the same show when we saw my high school girlfriend
Yeah.
with Don? I was like, holy shit, I know
Yeah,
that girl.
We're outside talking to Doc, and Missy comes walking off the bus. I'm like, oh, that's not good.
That's story of my life, man.
She was looking hot.
Yeah.
is
Anyway.
this at Annie's?
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah. So what year would that?
Have you been there, Josh?
I was like, it seemed like that had to be like the lowest of the lows, like
Yeah.
when those bands were playing there. I saw.
I had a can light fall on me from the ceiling, and the ceiling's only like right here, and it fell and hit me at a Warrant show. I'm like, God damn! And I was like, it's a light. The light fell off the ceiling. Annie's.
Well, the ceiling was asbestos.
Yeah.
Did it eventually
Wow.
become like a rap club or something?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
now-
Now it's called the Inner Circle. I played there when it was called the Inner Circle.
It's called the Black Stallion now, I believe.
Well, that's what it was originally. The Black
Yeah.
Stallion. Is it back to the original name?
I believe so.
I mean, listen, if you're in the Cincinnati vicinity and you want to really experience some legacy, it must be like being in Columbus going to Alrosa Villa.
Hey,
You have to go.
Metallica came there before they were anybody.
I
Yeah, I mean
think
everybody's played there.
Listen, Annie's was below the level of Alrosa.
But you can't. The band cannot jump. They're going to hit the ceiling from the
Oh, yeah.
stage. You
It's
will
called
hit your head on
Riverfront.
the
It's
ceiling.
Riverfront Live now.
I saw Gilby Clarke and LA Guns there. And it was that weird little lineup when it was Tracy Guns and they were coming out of like their hardcore era, and they had the singer for Steel Panther now, but
Michael Starr.
is he the
Or like
singer?
his real
Where-
name is Ralph Sands.
Yes, that guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Michael Starr then.
Ralph was the singer.
It's a metal name.
He was there for like, I don't know, a cup of coffee, and then he was gone. But yeah, it was a sad night, kind of.
Fun
Brent, is
fact,
that
he's in that Rockstar movie, Ralph
Brent? Who
Sands.
was? Didn't somebody take a dive into the urinal in Annie's? The men's.
Yeah, it was like a big waterfall. And
Well,
Hey.
didn't someone jump in it?
Well, there's people
Pete
passed out
Rose?
in it, and people piss on them.
Eric Levy.
Hey,
How you
who's
guys
this guy?
doing?
Hey, we are recording, so
Watch your potty mouth, Eric.
yeah.
That's how you
we're
get.
we're closing out this week's episode, so I thought I'd bring you on at the very end because what we're going to do next week's
tease.
episode is we're going to ask Eric all your questions that you have been dying to have answered, and
Can I tease
Yeah,
one
it should be
question real
fun.
quick and put Eric on the spot?
Oh,
Sure.
Eric, who's your favorite host of the podcast?
Oh, really? That's the first question?
I'm just gonna put it out there, Eric.
you could say Adam Carolla. He didn't say any specific podcast.
Oh, it's got to be Josh every day of the week. But I love you all.
This is what Eric's gonna be like. I'm driving
great,
through a tunnel.
Great hanging with
I'm
you.
break up. Sorry.
I'm sending you that. You just got
I'm
your
just
payment
messing
in
with you, Eric.
Venmo.
You wait till you see what next guitar pick I designed for you, Eric.
I know, really. I was about to say, like, that's the thanks you get for like that killer design.
Hey, well, the key is that pick is already designed. So,
I said the next one.
hey, what are you going to do? What are you going to change? There ain't nothing. We already got the Eric
Yeah.
Levy logo.
He'll just
So,
go with that one.
Yeah. So, but anyways,
Cool.
there we go. We're ending this episode. Obviously, next week our guest will be Eric Levy. We're just actually going to stay on, and stay on here for the whole week until next week.
Till
when we
next week.
release. And, so
You see us all like nodding off.
Sure, you can see what it's like to fly from California to Iowa.
There you go.
Yeah, there's some weekend excitement for you.
is this Iowa or is this heaven? No, it's Iowa. Iowa's not bad. I mean, like, I hate Kansas. Like I said, Kansas like a cornfield with a road through it, and Iowa's about the same way, but they got like a few hills, so at least you wake up a little bit. But there we
And
go.
Slipknot came out of Iowa. I think
Yeah.
it's spread for that.
Yeah.
Push my fingers into my eyes.
Beautiful.
It's
What, was
the
that on?
only thing.
I thought that was a fucking jukebox playing at first.
Oh man.
Just dead on it, right? Me and Corey Taylor.
He's like, I didn't hack that one yet.
All right. So if you're listening out there, go to if you're on YouTube, go click subscribe. Make me happy. Let's get to 450. That's our next goal. And what else we got? If you're obviously go to the Facebook page. And you can join there. That's where all the happening stuff is. And guess what? BB Kilma's not there, so it's even better. And what else? Go to Instagram. Instagram's fun. Fans of Motion, Night Ranger, all that good stuff. And Twitter's like the Wild Wild West now, but we got stuff on there too. What else? You can find us up. I'm a little bit behind on the website, so getting them up on the audio. I'm about a week behind, kind of releasing them. So, but you can catch us on Spotify, Pandora, Twitter, or whatever shit. Go listen to your podcast. On that, Eric, tell all of your amazing fans goodbye.
What?
And on that note, we will see you next week.